Okay, you good, Nick? Nick is good. All right, we're gonna start off. Coach, I'd like for you to make a statement about the game and maybe your season a little bit. We're gonna let Liv ask some questions, and then we'll open it up to the floor for other questions, okay? So, take it away, Coach.
This has been such an amazing season, and not because of the wins at all. Those are nice, but they're really just a byproduct of who these women are and what they stand for, what we're trying to pursue. It's so much more than just basketball, and I'm so thankful that I get to be on a team that no matter where they are in their stage of life, we're pursuing something together really special. And I would be remiss if I did not thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I mean, I talk about it with my team that I so passionately believe that this team was handpicked. The circumstances that we had to get some of our players just at random times, it was, we had a girl quit our team in June, and that's how we got Savea. And like, what a stud she is to get her in, like, it's remarkable, but I truly believe that this team is handpicked, and while this has been really special and this game was awesome, we still have another one that we're looking to pursue, and we got to get back to the grinding stone after we celebrate this one for a little bit. This is a special one.
Okay, Liv.
Coach, well, congratulations first on the win to all of you. So there's 10 days until you guys play for national championship in Dallas. How do you plan on approaching the extended time off, and are there any positives or negatives to the waiting?
Yeah, so initially when the NCAA posted that it was going to be a 10-day break, I'll be honest, I wasn't a huge fan of having to wait 10 days in between games. To be honest, like, someone can put in an entirely new offense or defensive system in that time. But with our current team, we have a few girls who are banged up with the little things, and they fought through it today. Morgan Yoder hadn't played in 2.5 weeks, and she came out and had some big minutes for us. So I am thankful for that time. The positive is that we can get some of our girls healthy and hopefully be at full steam come Dallas.
What are your thoughts on participating in this special 50th anniversary celebration of Title IX, where all 3 divisions have crowned their champions in Dallas?
It is so important for us to continue to recognize Title IX. I'll be honest, I grew up in a town where women's basketball was really celebrated. We were the team where everyone wanted to come and watch us play. I was on a high school where we won 2 state championships. My mom was an All-American at OU. She was a stud. So and then I came to Ashland, and Coach Ramsey is just this strong woman, and we had so much support at our women's team. But the more that I talk to other people, I recognize that that's not everyone's story, and that we still have a long way to go to close that gap. And I'm really excited to be able to honor 50 years of Title IX, playing in a national championship game, and hopefully our team and our fans can show people who watch that women's basketball is something that's really special and fun to watch, and I know our team's excited to be participating in it.
Obviously the game just ended, but looking to Dallas, how do you balance your team's nerves or any distractions while also enjoying the experience?
Gosh, they're student athletes, right? And I sometimes have to forget that. One of our captains the other day was like, "Coach, you maybe just need some downtime. We're pretty stressed with homework right now." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, you guys have homework to do. I'm just watching film right now." So right now I think it's going to be good to just have a couple of days to rest, to get some free throws in maybe, just to get our bodies ready and recuperated to be able to take off to Dallas. But right now we're just going to celebrate this. We got 24 hours where we are just going to enjoy this moment because those girls over there worked really hard for it.
For the student athletes, what are the emotions knowing you're headed to Dallas to compete for a national championship?
I would say joy. I'm so excited for this team. I know we could do it, but having us actually put it together and get to experience that moment together and hopefully experience another incredible moment together, I would say joy is the word for me.
Yeah, I mean, this team is just so special. And so, wow. To have another week and a half with them is like amazing. And I'm so excited, and yeah, like we're one game away from doing what I think a lot of us have dreamed about doing. And so keeping that in perspective and just continuing to love each other really well, I'm excited to be out with this team.
I know you just won this game, but thinking ahead to April 1st, what would it mean to you, to your school to win the national championship?
You know, I think we've talked about it with other reporters before of like seeing the 2 national championship banners in the gym and seeing the mural up there. Like, that's why you come to Ashland. You knew that you're going to be able to compete for a national championship every year, and to be able to do that with this squad is super special. And I think, yeah, just leaving it all out there, and then at the end of the day, whatever happens, hoping that people see something different in us. And you know, our foundation is done in love to be a light, and I think that is my prayer and our prayer, is just that people see something different in us. And like Coach P said, just the hope that we can have, the hope and the joy that we have in Jesus is super special.
I would say, thinking of Ashland and all that it's given to our team and to me personally, and the community and the way that they've supported our team for years, it would be incredible to just be able to win a national championship and celebrate that with them and give that back to them.
What does it mean to represent both your team, but also Division II at the Final Four?
Yeah, you know, I think that's something that's super special. You know, you see the, like, Division II make it yours. And I think that is something that doesn't get talked about as much as it should. Division II has just given, I think, all of us the opportunity to grow as basketball players, but as people, and the way that we're able to, yeah, just be well-rounded. So I think representing that is super special. And then, yeah, again, Ashland is super special. And I'm so grateful that we get another game with this team with Ashland on our chest.
I love what Division II stands for. I've loved getting to play Division II for 5 years. Having summers and getting time at home with the fam, and also being here with the team. And yeah, I just love that balance that Division II has, and the way that they really take care of their student athletes. And then for our team, I love this team, and winning it for this team would be so special just because of the love that exists on this team, and that's what drives us, like Annie said, done in love to be a light, and even doing things in love for one another.
Awesome. Final question, so anything to add from what Coach had said earlier, but with this being the 50th anniversary of Title IX, is there any added significance for both of you?
I would say yes. I think, wow, to think how far women's sports has come, it's just incredible and humbling to think of the opportunities that we have today that we can take for granted that they didn't have 50 years ago. And so getting to play and acknowledge that and represent that as well is super special.
Yeah, I think kind of going off what Hal said, just it's humbling the opportunities that we have, and again, the opportunity to be able to honor those who've gone before us and pave the way. And like, you know, we've never really had to worry about if I can play a sport or not. Like, and so that's something that, yeah, I just hope that we can continue to grow in, but also like thank those that have come before us.
Thank you all.
You good, Liv? Okay, anybody else? Any other questions? Yeah.
How do you, I mean, you talked about it a little bit the other day. How do you prepare for that kind of pressure to do it in a day? Were you pleased with it? I mean, you had a lot of turnovers, a few more than the other day, but I mean, do what you guys did.
Overall, I was actually really pleased. A lot of our turnovers were, I think, in the half court, and it was dead ball turnovers where we traveled or we double dribbled or things like that where you can't go on huge momentum swings when that's happening. Obviously, I think there were maybe 3 that they picked off and they were able to score off of it, but they averaged 27 7 forced turnovers a game, and we were at 26. So at least a lot of them were dead ball turnovers. And I thought Savea Brockington and Morgan Yoder did a phenomenal job of handling. We put a lot on our point guards. You got to get open. You got to pretty much break the press single-handedly. And I thought that they did a great job. And our guards on the backside really were available. And when we were able to get into our half-court offense, I think that we did a great job of getting high percentage shots. So yeah, they're a unique team, a really unique style. Kim Stevens does a phenomenal job with that team. But yeah, it's just a great basketball game.
Yeah, go ahead.
Donnie Woods with World Exposure Report. Speaking of one game left, you won a championship as a player, won a championship as an assistant coach. Now you have an opportunity to win a championship as a head coach. What would that mean to you?
I think championships are just a byproduct of things done the right way. And this team has done things the right way all year. And I would just be really happy for my girls because the selflessness that they've had. I'm telling you, we've had every single person on our team. Sam Schabel has a school record for made threes at our team, at our school. And she doesn't play a single minute. Macy Spielman was a second-team All-League kid last year. Started well over half the season. And she's coming off the bench now, and her minutes are a little bit down. But she goes in there, and she gives everything that she has. And we wouldn't even be in this position if we didn't have players like that who were willing to put aside all selfish ambition and truly operate in love to do what was best for this team.
Yes.
Building off that question a little bit, for the players, Savea Brockington and Morgan Yoder playing through all those injuries, and multiple times Brockington was hobbling, getting up, gritting her teeth and everything. How does that inspire you to keep fighting each game?
You go. I was saying absolutely the toughness that both of them have and the selflessness, and they want to do it for the team. They don't want to be out there for themselves being out there. They want to be out there to help the team win. And so seeing that, seeing their selflessness and desire to do it for the team is inspiring.
Yeah, I mean, I was taking the ball at one time and I was like, dang, you guys have to work so hard to get open. And I'm so thankful that you guys are on my team and you're willing to do whatever it takes. So yeah, they deserve a ton of credit for just the fight that they have. And yeah, like Hal said, that they're just doing it for this team. And that's, I think they say something like the strength of the team is the team. And I think that this team resembles that really well.
Mm-hmm.
And then Annie, this one's for you. So you seem like you're normally a pretty calm player, and then down the stretch of games, you randomly get this fire in you that you look like you could run through a brick wall. Where do you think that comes from?
You know, I really love to win. I'm not gonna lie. And so I think just doing whatever the team needs, but also like knowing when crunch time comes, I'm gonna do what it takes. And I love playing in big games, and I love the energy that comes with it. And yeah, so I think I love being the fire, and I love kind of just being able to do whatever it takes.
Go.
Coach, 48 points in the paint tonight instead of only 14 against UT Tyler last game. Was that one of your main focuses of emphasis of practice all week, or is that just a result of being so good against the full court trap?
I think a lot of it is being really good against the full court trap. And my gosh, some of the passes Morgan and Savea made to go full court, to get Hallie the ball inside, Zoe the ball inside, Annie the ball inside. And then they're also a super heavy denial team. And so our post players did a great job of face cutting from the top of the key. And I think that's where we got a majority of those post touches. And credit to our guards because they just whipped that ball in there. And post players finished strong. So it was a huge key to victory. Yeah, we knew that they didn't have the size to match up with us, so we needed to be able to expose them. And with that, the rebounding. My gosh, I could not be more pleased with our rebounding. Hallie Smith had been struggling a little bit, and she came out, had 16 rebounds. Annie had 10, Hallie had 8,
the rebounding thing, that was probably the thing that I was most pleased with this game.
I think you guys opened with a 7-0 maybe to start the third quarter and pushed it out to 20 points. Turned out that was a very important cushion to have. I mean, how important was that little stretch there?
It was great. I mean, and basketball is a game of momentum, right? And like, it comes and goes. I look at our Grand Valley game a couple of games ago. We got outscored by like, I think it was 11 in the second quarter, potentially, and then we came out and outscored them by 16 in the third quarter. Like, that happens. And so one of the things I think I've had to learn as a coach is like, you can't overanalyze every single second of a game, because the game is fast, it happens, and you just gotta respond. And I think our team really did down the stretch.
Any final questions? Coach, I think we need to get you guys out of here so you can go celebrate a little bit. But great game, and thanks for entertaining St. Joe.
Yeah, thanks for having us. It was a great experience.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks for coming, everyone.